Hey everyone, and welcome to another meeting of the Tropical Rum Society. As always, I'm Matt, and today we have a rather familiar background because I am back in Melbourne. Now, I had originally planned to continue travelling around for a little bit longer, but I managed to injure myself during a trapeze accident. So, unfortunately, I'm not able to travel, but that doesn't mean that we have to stop the rum reviews. So, different shirt from the last couple ones, familiar background, and the main question I'm sure that you are asking yourself, which, again, if you haven't checked the title, that's probably the easiest place to find out, but today we are looking at Bacardi Raspberry flavoured rum. So let's jump into it. We've talked about the Bacardi company before, so we're not going to go into a huge amount of detail again in this meeting, but if you are interested in checking that out, I'll put some links in the description down below so that you can go check it out. But as a high-level summary, it's a very well-known company. You've probably heard of them before, and they were founded in 1862. They're very well known for their white rums, but today we are looking at a derivative of that white rum, still the same color, but with some raspberry flavoring. So similar to some of the other things that we have taken a look at in the past on this channel, this isn't technically a rum. This actually clocks in at only 32% ABV, which is quite low. So essentially, this is, I'm guessing, the original Bacardi, and they've diluted it down with what they say is a natural raspberry flavor. That technically means that this is not high enough proof to really be called a rum, and so on the label it says that it is a spirit drink. Now on the label it also says that this is made for mixing, so I'm guessing this isn't going to really be too much of a sipping kind of rum, or spirit drink as it technically calls itself. As you'll see, I've pretty much made it halfway through the bottle at this point. So most of that has been from mixing it in with lemonade, with other things. I've had a few sips of this neat as well, but I would definitely say that the mixing is the way to go. Overall, a pretty simple drink here. It's basically Bacardi with a little bit of a raspberry flavor to it, which gives it a little bit of a difference, gives it a little bit of a twist, but that's enough talking about it. Let's get this poured into a glass and start tasting it. Now, despite being back in the standard studio, we still don't have a stand. I have not gone and gotten one yet, but I can use the one-hand pour technique and hopefully get it better in shot today. Oh, I really need to get a stand, so if someone wants to remind me at some point, maybe by dropping it in the comments, that'd be good. That will probably do. And just from that pour, I'm already getting huge hints of raspberry. It's definitely a very, very pungent smell that is emanating from this bottle at the moment. Now, as you've probably guessed from the fact that this says that it's made for mixing, they've really gone just like strong on that raspberry flavor. So even this far away, I can get those raspberry scents. Guessing I'm not going to get much else than that. Let's take a sniff. As expected, basically entirely just raspberry scent. Not a particularly fresh one either. It's definitely an artificial, like, strong essence of raspberry that you're getting out of this. Being so low in terms of percentage, I'm not really getting too much in terms of nostril burn or anything like that. Rum sweetness, I'm not really finding any. Definitely overpowered by the sweetness of that natural flavor. So basically, just lots and lots of raspberry here. Let's go in for a taste. I'm guessing again, probably pretty strong on that raspberry. As expected, very strong in raspberry flavor. It does have a little bit of rum coming through as well. But interestingly, before I swallowed it, it basically tasted like I was drinking raspberry lemonade, like raspberry cordial even, not even diluted down. Let's have another sip. That part where I was just holding it there. The mouthfeel is also similar to cordial. Like, it's fairly thick, fairly viscous on the tongue. And then when you swallow it, there's a little bit more rum flavor that comes out. Not a huge amount, but it definitely leaves an almost like medicinal kind of feeling afterwards. Like, the aftertaste of this feels like you've had some sort of raspberry flavored medicine. It reminds me of some sort of antibiotic or something that I had as a child. but definitely not the best flavor for just sitting and sipping all night. That is for sure. You could have a few mouthfuls. You could probably do shots of this as well quite easily, but it is made for mixing for a reason. When Bacardi was designing this, they put it together with the intention that you meant to dilute it with some lemonade, which it does go quite well with. So one more sip here. We'll see if we get anything else out of it. That one just gave me a bit of a choke because I did not swallow that very well. I'm a professional. Anyway, that was still just a lot of raspberry flavor. So yeah, not too much to say about this. Clearly made for one purpose, and it's doing a great job at being raspberry flavored, that's for sure. I think it's probably clear what my overall thoughts on this one are going to be. It is not a sipping rum, it's not a super high quality rum, and it's very much raspberry flavored. Now, granted, it is made for mixing. I've said that many times. The label says it. I keep repeating it. But that honestly is the best way that I have had this. Like, I've worked my way through half that bottle pretty quickly for a reason. I do love raspberry flavor myself. I like sweetness, and I like being able to have raspberry lemonade and have it be alcoholic. This pairs quite well with Sprite, pairs quite well with Schweppes lemonade if you've had that before. So yeah, it's definitely one that I like mixing in with things, and it just makes a light, refreshing, easily drinkable sort of summer drink, and I would highly recommend that. Would I recommend drinking it straight? Not so much. Shots of it? Probably. But other than that, probably not much else. This definitely seems like something that if you're just having a party with some friends and you want to go for like a nice summery vibe and just have a good time, easily drinkable, fantastic for that. If you're going for something a little bit more serious and you're looking for something that you can maybe make like nicer cocktails out of, probably not going to be what you're looking for. But overall, it's a fun one. I like it. The friends that I've given it to like it. So definitely pick it up, try it for yourself, and let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, I've been Matt, this has been the Tropical Rum Society, and I will see you in next week's meeting after I get this one on the shelf, because I'm back where the shelf is. So, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next week.